What up, Doe? What it do? Move this one over. And we're gonna talk about a little something. Don't forget to smack that thumbs up too, guys. Smack it up. Hopefully folk got they got their notifications on. Or maybe they hanging out with their loved one. What's up, though? What's good? Been a crazy week. Crazy week. Just found out Leon Spinks, the one that B. Ali just passed away. Man. Wow, man. We lost a lot of people so far this year. It's crazy. That's crazy. What up, Andy? What up, Biggs? What's up, Dave? What's up? What's good? Hopefully we get some folks in here. Man, before we get the show started, what's up, Rubiel? What is up? I've been getting quite a bit of questions about Plex. What do I have? Also been getting a lot of questions when it comes to YouTube. We're definitely going to talk about it. We're definitely going to talk about it. What up, Chicago? Brianna, what's up? Smack the thumbs up, guys. Come on in, smack it up, flip it, rub it in, rub it down. But these are some of my top questions that I get. I told y'all I'll be doing quite a bit of live shows since I can't do what I want to do with YouTube with the new terms and services. So what better way to engage? I wanted to go on earlier, but got busy, got real busy. Smack that thumbs up as y'all coming in. So again, just looking at ESPN, ex-champ, Leon Spinks passed away. And we had Screech who passed away this week. What else, man? Quite a few. Miss Tyson passed away. Debo, a lot of folk passed away, man. It's crazy. It is crazy already. But what's up? What's good? Kind of looking at this North Carolina and Duke game right now. About 57.3 seconds. North Carolina is up so far by 4, possibly 5 if this young man hit this free throw. This is crazy. I never seen Duke in this type of situation. Duke and Michigan State. So it's crazy. It is crazy. 2 high-level college basketball teams struggling. So they just got an and one. But let's talk about it. What's up? Smack the thumbs up. He must have passed the day. He had to pass the day. At least that's where it's up on ESPN.com. So, yes. Yep. Yes. So, definitely, he must be gone. Also, I know some of y'all have saw it. I think this happened in New Jersey. the shooting. And look, if you got the kids, you might want to move the kids away from the screen or just cover their ears a little bit for right now. But I saw this video from one of the team. You know, they was like, "You seen that video?" And watched that video, and man, I mean, you know, it started off as the couple across the street putting their snow on across the street neighbor putting it on his property, and it turned deadly. Turned deadly. So it was a little bit crazy when you think about it. And I looked at the video maybe about at least 10 times. He fired 7 shots before he hit the gentleman, and then he hit the the lady. He not only showed it, he pulled it out. And the lady said, "What you gonna do with it? You know you're being recorded," and he did not care. He lost it. You know, let the whole clip go, went into the house, went back across the street, and came and finished them off. And then he turned it on himself. So all over snow in Pennsylvania. Yeah, all over snow. And you know, one can understand when you up, well, I don't know about down south, but up north we get a lot of snow. I ain't gonna say a lot, depending on where you at. Cause here in Detroit, yeah, we get snow. Every now and then we get a lot of snow. Other than that, it may be snow on the ground for a day or two, and then the roads is pretty much clear. It still might be on the grass, you know, the surface of the grass and all of that. But one can understand when you sitting back shoveling all your snow and just throwing it on the neighbor. You know, now unless you're next door and you know you're just trying to clear, but for them to be across the street and push their snow all the way over to his side was a little bit that was different. I never saw that. I seen people push snow in the street, even with snow blowers, but I never saw anything like that. So, what's up, Rob? Glad you could join us. What's good? What's up, hippie girl? Peps in the building, DC in the building. What's up? Yeah. Say, brother, you are right on time. I want to swap my hard drive to upgrade. All right, yeah. So we'll talk about that. DC. And it was crazy, man, just seeing that whole story because it could have been avoided. But my thing is when someone pull out a weapon and you're not made of steel, you're made of flesh, it's time to go. And 7 shots and as the shots was going, they was sitting there like, I don't know if the guy just had bad aim or not. I don't know. But 7 shots rang out before he finally hit the guy and hit the lady. He really wanted to take the lady out, and lessons. Let me tell you something, ladies. This is a lesson. I know you love your man. I know you support your man. But one thing about it, this probably set him off, is when 2 men are arguing and then his woman jump in it. And she adds her 15 cents. And, there's nothing worse because at the end of the day, if you jump the woman, then you kind of a coward, but sometimes you got to let men, handle it. If that means they get in the street and throw up their dukes, I don't wish no violence, but sometimes that's how men are, the testosterone, get the building up, and, that's how it is, but, on this day, they going and then she come in, and when he pulled it out, she say, "What you gonna do with that?" And the rest is history. It is on YouTube and other platforms. I actually saw 2 different videos. One with the full audio, So it is crazy. Didn't say, yeah, a lot of mental illness coming out with COVID. I don't think this was mental illness. I think this was a guy who sat back and was like, listen, why are you throwing your snow all the way over here? Why are you not doing it at your home? And it was crazy, man. So, yep. And it is crazy. That's all I can say. That was different right there. 7 shots rang out before he had to have bad aim. Had to. And they was sitting there like, bah, 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 bah. Oh, and it's crazy, man. It is crazy. Usually when you hear that first shot, you running, right? Oh, shoot. That's what you're doing. You're running. But shoot, they stood there like, shh, I'm gonna take this one. So it's crazy. But let's talk about it. I definitely want to talk about starting a media server. Now, what I have, there's a few ways you can start a media server. But I am going to talk about Plex. I'm not going to talk about MB. I never use MB. I'm not going to talk about Kodi, because I never set my device up like that to use on Kodi. So I know we probably going to get some individuals that come in and say, hey, you can do MB. I've never used it, so I can't talk about MB. I can only talk about the things that I use, which is Plex, which is very user-friendly. Now, starting a media server, you could do it whether you use Plex, you can use devices like I showed yesterday. It's really up to you. Let me move that out the way. I'm just knocking stuff down. But there's all type of ways. If you get the content, you can use devices such as this, but this one you don't have to put online. This one where you connect your external drive up to it, and just have your movies on there, or your whatever type of media you want. Just like yesterday, I showed you this one only does 1080p, but this one right here, let me take all of this loose. Now, this one right here does the 4K. So if you got some 4K content, you can get a device like this. This is inside my Amazon store. So if you look at the description and you want something like this, but you don't have to be online with this one. All right. But you can keep this at your home. And that's one form of a media center. Also, you can get an external hard drive. Where's my one? A lot of people starting a media server. You get you an external hard drive just like this, and rather this is a 1 terabyte just for what I do with it. But usually I start off, if I'm going to start a media server, which includes video, so movies, TV shows, personal home film, music, pictures, karaoke. You could do all of that with an external hard drive. You can add all of that to it, as long as you got the platform or the device. When I say platform, I'm talking about Plex. For people who use Kodi, you can use Kodi. For people who use MB, you can use MB. Whatever format, you could do that, or you can use those platforms, or you're going to need a device. Other devices you can use your router. That's another one folk can use. I always tell anyone, when you're starting a media server, get a minimum, and I tell you a minimum of 4 terabytes. Now, if you're going to start your media server with a bunch of 4K content, then you probably want something, an external hard drive. You probably want to start off with a 12 terabyte or something like that. But whatever platform, whatever device you use, you got to make sure that it is compatible with the memory. So if you got a 12 terabyte external hard drive and you hook it up to, let's just say a PC, or let's just say an NVIDIA Shield. NVIDIA Shield may say, hey, we do anything up to 8 terabytes. Okay, well, if you got a 12 terabyte, it is not going to work on the Shield. If you want to, do your media server from the Shield using Plex. So make sure you check compatibility on all devices. Just like the device over there, one of my, I sold one today, but one of the devices does 4 terabytes and the other one does 8. So if I was to go and get a 12 or a 10 terabyte and hook it up, it will not read that device. So make sure whatever platform or device you use, make sure your external device is compatible with either the platform or the device you're using. Very, very important, because I didn't, in the past, not now, but in the past, folk were trying to use certain devices and it just wasn't compatible. So make sure it's compatible with what you're using. Now, a Plex media server, I think, is very, very user friendly. All you have to do is go to plex.tv. You set up a free account. You do not, and let me repeat, you do not need the Plex pass to get it started. You do not. Plex Pass just gives you some extra features, but you do not need it to get started. So if you go over there and they ask you to, hey, you want the Plex Pass and you think you need the Plex Pass, then it is no. All right, it is no. Secondly, I would say for all my people, all right, if you're a beginner, I would say get this package. It's called Real D Bread. Get it. The affiliate link is in the description of all my videos. Get it. Real D Bread is great on applications. Kodi also is great for getting content. All right, it's great for getting content. So for my people who are taking notes, if you don't have Real D Bread, get Real D Bread. Now there are other ways to get your content, but this Real D Bread makes it very, very easy. All right, it makes it super, super, super easy where you can get it, boom, add it to your Plex, and be done with it. Now I suggest, there are other ways. But we're going to do it the StreamYard way. We're going to make it as easy as possible for you. When we go to set people up or we help people get set up, first of all, we need to know the device that you're using. Very, very important. You should not be getting in touch with anybody saying, help me with my Plex, if you don't have the device. So one of the devices you can use, NVIDIA Shield, PC, laptop, okay, routers. You can actually have a NAS that actually has internal storage. Some of them have built-in internal, and then some of them you have to go and get the external drive to go inside of them. But again, that's a device that you can use and hook up to your PC, and that can be your Plex server. All right. It will become the place where you add your content. And some of the NAS devices, let me say NAS, not the rapper NAS. NAS, NAS stand for Network Attached Storage. Again, Network Attached Storage. Now, when you get into the NAS, you basically up in your game. You up in your game, and that's cool. That's cool. Long as if you're going to get into it, I will have at least a 2 drive. I will have at least a 2 drive Also, I will have it backing up. Always have it backing up. That way, if one drive goes down, you still got a drive. You just replace that drive and throw it in there, and it starts right up just like that. Because you don't want the ones that got one drive. We already taking a chance when we're using an external hard drive. If my external hard drive that's hooked up to my router right now go down, if I don't have a backup, which I do, I always keep a backup. If you don't have a backup and your drive go down, you're going to be hurt. Always back your stuff up. Everything I tell y'all, I ask you to back your stuff up. So, so make sure you got to know when someone is helping you, have the device, the NVIDIA Shield, PC, laptop. If you want that laptop to be your server, I would say get you a laptop that you do not have to move. You want it to be stationary. All right, just like your PC. You're not picking your PC up and taking it to your room. You don't want your Plex server on your laptop to be that where you steady moving. Find a place in the corner, in your basement, in your attic. I done seen some stuff in the attics. People do use their attics, and leave it there. All right, you do not want to be moving this equipment. And again, reel the bread. I will say reel the bread. What else? Let me go to my notes. My notes, just to make sure. Because I always have my notes. Always. I done did so many of them. It is, man. Where we at? Where you at? All right. I'm just looking because I just did it. Where you at? I just had it open. So let me do that. So also, yeah, those are the have your storage, have a minimum of 4 terabytes. Because once you get going, it's going to become addictive. All right. So have a minimum when you're starting your media server, whether you're using Plex, Kodi, MB. Now, I don't know about Kodi and MB. I only know about Plex when I'm setting it up. I would say a 4 terabyte external hard drive or larger. Okay. All right. So let's just make sure we have that. Octavia says, "How do you back it up? I have an external hard." Said, "I have external hard drives and mine's messed up. It doesn't work." The way you back up, there are a couple of devices that you can get that will help you. Usually you can just use your computer, but I do know some people who use devices, hard drive. All right, let me see. There are some drives. They got these devices that actually that allows you where you could just hit a button. Um, and I'm gonna show it to you right now. Let me see. For external hard drives, they have it where you can actually hook up. You can hook up some external. I think they call a hard drive dock station, but I'm gonna say external hard drive dock stations, and they pretty slick. They got like a couple USB drives. I mean USB ports on the front of them, and then you can go from there. I actually saw this. Here go one. It's called a hard drive duplicator. That's what it's called. So let me do that right now. So for people who don't want to use it, is a hard drive duplicator. All right. And like I said, a couple of these got USB ports where you can set up and do all type of setups on them, depending on what device you're going to use. Let me see which one. Let me see. I should have said external hard drive. I never used one, but I have saw individuals who actually use. Well, they are on Facebook group pages. Where's the one? This might be it right here. All right, let me show it to you right now, Octavia. Let me show it to you. Let me share my screen. Share screen. Let's go over here. Okay. So here is one right here. All right. Here's one right here where you can hook up two of them. You see, you can hook up, you see the blue pieces right here on the end. This is a dual bay external hard drive with offline clone. Now, again, I never used it, but if you do your research, the fastest way how to, clone your hard drive, there are many, many ways. And like I said, I seen these dudes use them, and they just plug them up USB and hit a button. And they move. I mean, as you see right here, for people who have NAS devices, you see that red WD, that's probably going into a NAS, and this one probably going into some type of laptop or anything like that. But you can set it up. Just do your research, but I would look for external hard drive cloners, things of that nature. Or you could just use your PC and drag and drop. Every so often, once a week or whatever, you can use your network. There are plenty of ways that you can back up your media. All right, you can bag it up. One thing about it, if it's online, you actually can use your PC to actually send it over to your folder on your external drive or your NAS and stuff like that. There's plenty of ways, guys. It is plenty of ways that you can back up your equipment. But you got to have the devices, you got to have the tools to be successful with it. What up, D? DC said, yeah, the best way is with NAS. Absolutely. Really the ones that give you the opportunity to back up, do automatic backups. B. David said, yeah, those duplicators are slick. I have too. So actually, you see B. David actually vouching for it, saying, yeah, that's what he used. And so, like I said, I belong to a couple Facebook groups who have large Plex, and that's what they do. They use external hard drives. Eventually, as they get so big, they go into the NAS because it's more secure, it's more stable. But they just plug them in and they take a picture like, hey, back up, and it's pretty slick though. It's real slick. Very, very slick. No problem, Miss Octavia. No problem. So for individuals who don't know how Plex look, I'm going to show you. Let me see if I can. I think it's under my capture. I think. Let me see. Okay, there we go. So part of it, when you set up a Plex, what is that? Feed 3. So let me use my HD multi-viewer remote. So when you use And this is off of my NVIDIA Shield. One thing about it, you can set up different categories. You can set up many categories on here. Many categories. You can set it up. I have karaoke on mine. You know, kid movies, stand-up comedy. I have a lot. Star Wars collection, everything. Workout videos, everything. But one thing about it, when you start doing your Plex, it becomes very, very addictive. So I got a folder. I create folders. I got a folder called ADST, and that stands for action, drama, suspense, and thriller. But you can set yours up any type of way you want, any way you want. So when I go into it, now, when it's going to tell you at the top, recommended, or you can search for a movie, or you can just do your library. All right. Once you start going down, you see one thing about Plex, and the awesome thing about Plex, it actually goes out there and get the movie art for you. So if you rip your movie, if you rip it on your computer, you bought, like, say if you bought 21 Bridges, right? Which is right there. Say you bought this movie right here. 21 Bridges. Say you bought it, you ripped it, and now you want to add it to your Plex. One thing about Plex, I would say, look, create a folder, name it 21 Bridges or 21.bridges. Put your movie over there. There are some formats, but a lot of times, as long as it got the correct movie, you would be good. So you could put 21.bridges, and it will go out there and find 21 Bridges and put the movie art to it. And it's just very, very nice. And I'm telling you, the bigger the TV, the better it looks. So if you got you a 75, a 85, or even you using your projector, is very, very nice. For people with PCs, you can use your PC mode, and you can just go down and you just got one heck of a collection. And this is how it should look like. I got to add my Bad Boys 3 over here. I got it. I just haven't added it. It's sitting in the folder. So I can just go over there and just add it to it. But it's pretty neat getting this. It's pretty neat. And it just pulls up everything. It pulls up all the art where you don't have to do it. Now, sometimes you may have to go and get a cover because it just doesn't pull it, or you might have a movie that has the same name, so you have to go and get the right movie cover. Can't say just when you think 8 terabyte is enough. Nope, it is not. Depending on how you are, like, I'm one of them individuals. I don't get everything. I don't get a bunch of TV shows or anything like that. I get what I think my household and my family. Now, if my brother or somebody call, like my brother calls and be like, "Hey, you think you can get this movie?" And I'll go and get it. Of course, I got a Christmas session. A lot of holiday movies on here. So you could do it the way you want. One thing about Plex, you set it up how you want it. It's so nice because you are in control. You're the boss. Whatever you see, how I got like Dale 90s videos. I got a bunch of videos that I got, and when I go to the library, if I want to just go and watch the videos, I don't know how Angel of Mine got. No, that's a movie color. That Angel of Mine's, I think, is Monica. But I got a bunch of videos that, from back in the days that I grew up with, that I enjoy, so I can go over here and actually watch it. Not only that, I got my home videos. All right. I can't show that because Nintendo will get mad at me. but I got some horror, you know. So that's what I like, and you will like it too. Once you start your Plex, this becomes your baby. That's just how it is. And it's very, very nice. All you got to do is just click on it. And once you click on it, you can mark just play and then get your popcorn and everything, and you are good to go. I mean, man, man, I can't stand this movie cover right there. All that crazy, them buzz coming out of his face. I got to get up out of there, make my skin crawl. But as you see, like I got a karaoke. I got karaoke. Everything is in here, you know, and it's good. I mean, everything worked. Everything from Beyonce, Rihanna, you know, and you can set it up the same exact way. Same exact way. I mean, and it's just nice. It is very, very nice to have this much content. And one thing about it, you know, I got some paternity TV. You know, I like that. You see how much paternity TV. I like that. I got to get Maury up in here too. I'll be liking that. But I got stand-up comedy. There is no wrong way. You don't have your Plex. I guarantee no one Plex look the same. There's going to be some mixing videos, everything. Your Plex should be for you. You don't have to go and get every movie and TV show that ever comes out. You know that movie is whack. You know, you don't want it on your Plex unless you or your family member. One thing about Plex, you can share your Plex with people outside of your home. You can take your Plex with you. It's that nice. I mean, it's that nice. Man, that Mike Epps right there, man. That was a funny boy. When he came to Detroit, that was funny. That was funny. But your Star Wars, you know, I got a Star Wars folder with I think I'm missing like 2 Star Wars, I think. And that's sitting on my older computer, just waiting to get sent over. I also got my superheroes, you know, and you could just go and just add everything in. You see, I got all the blades and all of that. You know, Hancock is in there. You know, all my superheroes. You know, so you know, you can make your Plex however you want. It is that nice. One thing about it, it is very, very nice. And then, you know, with Plex, they give you their own TV feature where you can go in there and watch Crackle and, you know, others. And that's just how it is. It's sweet. It is sweet. And you can enjoy it. I mean, it's very, very nice. Very, very nice. So let me go back to. So it's very, very nice, man. I'm not going to lie to you. Very, very solid too. Raphael said, where do I find movies? To DL. They are all type. Now, Raphael, you're going to have to send me an email because of YouTube terms of services. If I tell you that, you know, I can tell you the correct way to do it because it's legal. You can go to Walmart, Target, and everything and buy the movie, and then you can rip the movie. That's federal law. You can rip your own movie for your benefit. Now, you can't rip the movie and then sell the rip. That is against the law. But you can rip the movie and add it to your external hard drive for your use. You can do that. All right? You can do that. Also, just give me, Raphael, hit me up with an email. Everybody, please do not share where you can get movies and stuff like that. This is for educational purposes only. I don't want people who come over here and be like, hey, because listen, we got haters among us, all right? We got haters. We got people who sit back and watch everyone's show, and you know they try to turn you in. So you cannot do that. I ask you that you don't do that, and you know, and just go from there. All right. Please don't share anything like that. Just come on, just send an email, or you can do a good Google. You can do Google, and you can go from there. All right. So, yep. So, absolutely, and I'll get with you. Kevin say, "Yo, Dale, I'm addicted to full 4K, and it can be done with a powerful server. Works like a charm and not compressed because I grab." Hey, listen, Kevin. There's a lot of people who actually do what you do, but you know you got to get a large external drive or a large drive, period. Because we know if you get the 4Ks are big, large files unless they are compressed. The quality is still there, but it's just compressed. So it might be a little something, you know. Not saying it's no distortion unless you know, that person that sit back and that purple is not purple. You know, it's not purple like it is on the disc. You know, but yeah, there are people who are out there that actually get the full version. And like LJ just said, yes, it takes up a lot of space. It takes up a lot of space. But but the thing about it, what Kevin probably is doing, Kevin probably has a dedicated drive strictly for the 4K. I'm quite sure. I bet you he got his stuff strictly, unless all his media is 4K, he probably got a dedicated drive strictly with his 4K, and he probably feed it to his Plex. So what's up, retaliation? Cowboy Shine in here. TR Dub say, how do you back up external drives that are in cases like the 4 terabyte Easy Store? I just showed that to TRW. I just showed it like 10 minutes ago. Octavia say, Dale, your Plex is lit. Yeah, the Plex it definitely has my liking on it, and you know, it you know, it's to my liking. I don't have the biggest Plex because I'm not about to go out there and get a bunch of TV shows or anything that I know I'm not going to get. So that's the beauty part of it, because you build your Plex according to your liking. So yes, Miss Octavia. Let me show that to you again, TR Dub. We just talked about this too. Share. There are devices like this. Because we say you got to get a duplicator, some form of a duplicator, right? An external hard drive duplicator, just like this one. Dave say he uses one to do backups. If you look on the front of these, you see two USB 3.0s. I'm quite sure they're backwards compatible, meaning if you got a device that's using 2.0 external drives, you can do that too. So you can get a device similar to this, do your research, and what I would say how to do your research, what I would say, dang, they got the plugs on the top too, so you can charge your devices. That's nice. And it doesn't have to be plugged into your computer. It doesn't have to be plugged into your computer. So you can do devices like this, but when you go and search for this, make sure you go over to YouTube, watch a few videos. Watch a few videos. And just like I say, when you go over to Amazon, look for external hard drive duplicators. External hard drive duplicators. I'll repeat that because I know somebody writing it down. They driving, they pulling out. Oh shoot, let me see what. If you want to back up, you know, an easy way, because of course you could use your computer, but some people just, you know, hey, forget that. Let me just hit one button. Look up external hard drive duplicators. That's just how it is. That's how it is. Tyree, yep, I mentioned this earlier. I never use MB. I'm a Plex guy. I'm a Plex guy. Not to hate on the people who use MB, but some people like MB. Some people like Plex. Some people like Kodi. Some people like to use their own device where it's not online. Again, for the less tech savvy person and you just want to get your content, you can get something like this. This is a 4K media player for my people who are going to try, to get 4K. All right. You can use a device like that. I got that from Amazon and it is in my Amazon store. For my people who are not into the 4K because it takes up a lot of space and you don't want to put your anything online, you can get another device like this. This is a little bit cheaper. This is a media player. It can be a media server. Yes, it can. It can. And the good thing about this, you can plug it up to your TV. You can plug devices up to it, and you can actually hook it up to a projector or a computer or some type of monitor, in the back. So it's very, very nice. And then you got your USB inputs over here, a USB input and an SD input. So you can go either way. If you don't want to take it online, don't think you have to be online to have a nice media server. You don't have to be online. Now it might not look as good as a Plex, it might not look good, but some people just have that and shoot, that's how they do it. They don't need anything else. They just read, or when they want to watch it, they just watch it. The smaller one, this one does 4K. Again, this is inside of my Amazon store. And this one, the highest you can go on this one is 1080p. It will not play H 265 or H 264. It will not play those. So smack that thumbs up, guys, if y'all coming up in here. Smack that thumbs up. Smack it up, flip it. Yep, and I said that. Yep, you do not need a Plex pass. Everything is free. Pick say, Dale, call me later. So if you need me, what up, Pick? Raphael say, yo, Dale, I just emailed you. Let me see something right quick. Because you probably got all right. All right, I'll come back to that one. Let me see. All right. I'm going to answer you right now. Oh. Man, let me turn off my all right. That's the first time I did that, y'all. Usually I'll be like, hey, wait till after the show. But I got a quick second. There you go. There you go. Ralph, check your email. Big salute. Thank you. Say just wanted to support the channel. I never done this for any YouTuber before. You're the first. Hey, Ralph. Hey, thank you so much for the love. Big salute. Big salute. One thing about over here, we're not scared to share certain information. It's just that we used to share everything, but with the YouTube terms of services, They sat back and was like, hey, if you teach people or you direct people to do illegal things, you know, this and that, Plex is not illegal. So they can come out there. And again, we got them haters. They be watching. They be watching every move. To me, I don't care about trying to, you know, hurt someone, but they out here. I'm telling you, they are out here. They are out here. OSA, hey, I tried to set up a Plex server and it didn't upload all my files from my drive. What am I doing wrong? It could be the way you formatting. All right, old head. There's a way that you should be naming your files. There is a way you should be doing it. And Plex actually tells you that also. All right, make sure it ain't nothing up in here. And I appreciate the love too. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the love. Man, I had after the show, I received a few emails about the show. They was like, Dale, you was kicking that knowledge. So every now and then I kick that knowledge. But old head is probably the way you format it. Let me see if I can pull something up, old head. Let me see. Let me see. Plex file naming. Let me see. Let me see if there's a. So they tell you here's a format right here. I'm trying to see. So here is one format, and again, you can search this online. All right, online. Let's share. Okay. If you, hopefully y'all can see it, but there are a couple ways you can do it. Like right here, like Grey's Anatomy, you can actually name it. What I usually do, I name it, give it the season, what episode. All right, and what episode it is. You can name it like that, or some people may create a folder that says season 1. All right, season 1. Or they can say Grey's Anatomy season 1, and then on each one of them they'll do S01, meaning season 01, episode 01. So it'll be E01. Now you can leave it .avi, whatever you want. You could do it like that. That's cut. You don't have to actually like this. You don't have to do all of that. You could just do strictly like this. Put it in Grey's Anatomy folder. Inside of that folder, you could say Grey's Anatomy and then put like season 2. You could create a folder that says Grey's Anatomy season 2. And then when you go in, you can just do this. Season 02, episode 1, you know, and then go from there. I mean, it's this is how I would do it. I would create a folder, whatever folder I was, give it its name. I say Grey's Anatomy season 01. That will be the name of my folder. And then on that episode, season 1, episode 01.mkv, whatever it is, AVI, whatever you're using. You ain't got to worry about the .mkv or the the AVI. You ain't got to worry about this because it's already going to be named for you. So don't go over there and erasing stuff like that. So these are just the format that is in. All right. But you want to name it, I would name it, I would create a folder, Grey's Anatomy season 1. Straight up, all just Grey's Anatomy, no forward slashes or nothing. Grey's Anatomy season 1. When I put that season in there, season 01, episode 01 on that file. Boom, I'm done. Go to the one that says episode 2, S01, E02. Then that third file, S01, E03. That's all you doing it, and it will work out for you. These are some of the ways you can do it, but if you go to Google, you will get all of that information. And Ralph say, Dale, you the first. Hey, big salute again, Ralph. Thank you. What's up, Real? Old head say, yo, Dale, I bought that. Say thanks for sharing the knowledge. I bought a 10 terabyte just to set it up for a fam. I have terabytes of content. Yeah, that's what's up. And once you get it up and going, I got a few videos. I think I know I got a few videos when I actually talked about it. So you could definitely check that one out, old head, and see how it is. What up, Real? What's up, girl? What's going on? My day is going well so far. Well so far. Hopefully yours going well as just as good. What's up, George? What up, Ant? So, those are some of the Plex. Plex is not hard. I'm gonna tell you now though, when you start your Plex, it is very addictive. Cause when you first start and you seeing your Plex grow and it's looking good, and you got your category set up how you want it, I'm telling you, it's a beautiful thing. It is very, very beautiful. I'm about to say beautiful. Beautiful. Now, I want to turn the attentions over to YouTube. I have a few people that hit me up about how to get their YouTube going. YouTube is not hard. With YouTube, of course, you could just go live on YouTube, right? You can go live. What up, Said? What's good? Of course, you could go through YouTube. You can use platforms such as OBS. You can use Streamlabs. You can use StreamYard to help you go live. But there's going to be a couple pieces of equipment that may be required from you. Now, a lot of people start with their phone. All right. They start with a webcam, and if they're going to make content, they use their phone to start off, because yes, it can get expensive. Now, what I suggest, if you're going to be doing dedicated videos, I would suggest something like this. And I'm gonna show you, this is how I started late in the game. There's a couple things you can get. All right, a couple. DC say, question, I was wondering, is it true the higher the upgrade in storage, the more noise? I haven't heard of that one. I don't know if that's true or not. I haven't, and see, in DC, I don't have a large one. I'm only working on off my 4 terabytes, and I still got like 100 terabytes to go. So I don't know. I haven't heard it. That's a good research though to find out. Say, do you recommend using a separate PC for Plex? Yes, I do. I do. Really, listen, I would say separate it for the simple fact I wouldn't have it on the PC that I'm using to do business every day. I wouldn't. I would get it. You can get you a mini PC to run your Plex. I forgot to say that you can get a mini PC, a regular PC, or if you got a PC or a laptop that you're not using that's collecting dust, then yes, you can actually turn that into your Plex and plug your external devices up to it. So yes, that's just me. Some people gonna say, "Hey man, I'm gonna put it on the same," but there's been people who had a lot of problems with that. For my people who are who want to start their YouTube, all right, few things I would say you should have on hand. Just a just a few, okay? Just a couple of things. You definitely should have some type of tripod. All right, you should have some type of tripod. I would say you probably want to go with one that gets very, very tall, like a 62-inch. That way you can sit it on a desk, or if you're outside and you're doing something, you could do that. But it must have some type of cell phone holder, some type of clip to hold your cell phone if you're going to use it. The one I'm about to see where the one I started off with. I had one that I started. I don't think it's as popular as it used to be, because I have one of these. So when you see people shopping and everything, they have one of these because the legs can wrap around the cart. But one of the ones that I have, I don't see it, and it's okay. But you can get some type of form of tripod, and that will work as well. All right. That way you can take that tripod, you can make it long, you can make it short, sit it on your desktop and do your recordings. Also, you're gonna need some type of webcam. Really, if you're talking about talking to people or you want to show your face, you need a webcam. Really, if you're on a budget, all right? If you're on a budget, then please don't take your last bit of money and go and buy a mirrorless camera or a DSLR camera. Yes, they do look great, but if it's not in the budget, do not do it. If you got an iPhone, that's just as good. But if you want to go live occasionally and you want to do everything live, then you definitely going to need a webcam. So I would say get you a tripod cell phone holder and get you a webcam. There are plenty of webcams. You can go with some of the better ones. All right. You can go on here. A lot of these, they're gonna get 4 stars. A lot of them be good. I got a J5. I got actually 3 webcams. I got 2 Logitechs and I got a J5. All right. So when you go to my webcam, let me switch that right now. I'll show you one of my, here go my J5 right here. This is my J5. You see how crispy that is? And this is I think this is the J5 Create 1080p. They do have a 4K one. It's pretty nice. I didn't invest in it. All right. So you can use this one. It has a nice picture. As long as you got the lighting, you'll be good to go. Let me show you my other one right quick. Let me see this one. All right. So this is my overhead right here. This is my overhead. This is a Logitech Cam 2. Let me see which one is in there. Let's see. This is, I think this is the C922 right here. Look at y'all see me. I'll be writing on my hand and everything. So this is pretty good too. So I use this as my overhead. All right. So it's a little bit shaky right now, but this is the one I use right here. Okay. We're going to talk about this bad boy right here shortly. Also with a webcam, let me show you my other one. I got this one, I think is right here. So this one also is the Logitech HD 1080p. Very, very solid. You see the colors because you got the lights. And you just go from there. My cheapest webcam cost me like $50. It was one of these Logitechs. with a Logitech, you can get the one for $50 or you can get the one for $69. And I think this one that I'm looking at right now was $69. All right, this one right here. So this would be good. So if you're talking about certain devices, you can do up close and you could do, you could do your thing as long as you got your PC and stuff like that. So whatever you want to talk about, you can be like, hey, this is the, you get comfortable with it. All right. That is a way. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. And so you see the different colors and everything. And this mode I'm in right now. This is the Canon mirrorless that I got from Best Buy. This is I want to say the M200, and I'll show you all that one. It's a nice camera too. It definitely cleans up everything as long as you got your lighting in there, all of that. So this is the one that I have. So let me share my screen again. So they are out, but I think you can get the M50 also. They may have that one, but they got all type of mirrorless cameras and DSLRs. All right, they got all types. And so as you see right here, the Canon EOS, a little bit more, 650. So you can get, this is when you're stepping your game up, when you start to go to here, or when you start going to the DSLRs. Do you need this type of equipment? Absolutely not. All right. You do not need it. Some people be using this Rebel, to do their thing and all these type of cams. So it's pretty neat when you're talking about actually getting on YouTube. Now, the headset that I have is the Plantronic. Well, this is what I started off with, the Plantronic that I hooked up to my let me see, headphones that I had hooked up to my PC. Where they at? Let me see, I better say PC headphones, right? That's if they even got them. Don't look like they got them anymore. Let me see. Let me see. I guess I can show you better than I can tell you. But all of them will work depending on how your setup is. If you're going to get one, I would say get one that has noise cancellation. All right. Get you a headset that has noise cancellation. So if there's anything going on in your house, it limits it. But I bought these from Best Buy for about like $20. Right here. Hold up. Now I want to, it keep trying to focus on me. There it is right there. These are regular $20. I think they be going for like 25 now. I do think J5 got some that's similar. My older PC actually had the microphone. It had the two tips. So, depending on what you're using, you can do that, or they got the all-in-one. But look at your PC if you're going to do it. That way you can actually go in. Now, once you start building up, you're getting better and better, and as your channel is working for you, there's nothing wrong with upping your equipment. It is nothing wrong, but I guarantee there's more than 50% of YouTube creators and influencers that use either their phones or they use webcams. They're not using these high-tech equipment or anything like that. I don't think. Me personally, I don't think so. But you know, it took years for me to finally drop down. And then when I had this camera, it took a while. It took a while. It took a while before I even used it. I want to say like 4 or 5 months. It just sat in the box. And then I was like, man, I'm about to figure this out. I'm about to use it. So yep. So it's pretty cool. But now when you start getting into equipment, quality equipment, and things of that nature, I'm gonna show you this device. I need to do a review on this device. I got to go to, I think, my overhead. I think it's is it this one? Yeah, right here. This right here is called the Rodecaster Pro. As you see it, it is touchscreen. It does allow me to add music. I can just press a button to turn it on, turn it off. I can control everything like this. This one, now look, y'all saw me introduce this, what, about a month and a half ago. It took some time, the learning curve on it. The learning curve is not the hard part. It's to getting the components to work with it, like getting the proper microphone, getting the proper headphones, things of that nature. This bad boy is a beast, because if you're going to get into podcasts or anything, you can add 4 people to it. You can hook your phone up to this bad boy. You can you can go Bluetooth, so you can have your tablet or a phone, some type of Bluetooth device hooked up to it, and many more. You can record your content and everything all off of that. So everybody doesn't need one, but if you're talking about upping your quality and sounding a lot better, this is that deal. It's very nice. Very nice. But this is the Rodecaster Pro. You probably gonna start seeing a lot of like content creators starting to get this. This one right here, instead of getting one of them big, larger mixers and everything with a bunch of buttons, basically this is what I call it. This is the StreamYard of mixers. All right. This is the StreamYard of mixers. So it's so much you can do with it. I mean, it got a power button on the back of it. You got this big old green record button. So if I wanted to record this, I could just hit the record button because I got an SD card in the back of it. I can control mics. When you have the mixer, you're the boss. You can turn, you see how off my audio, all of that, and control yourself. Say if you got something going in the background, not only that, when you turn off your audio and say you need a minute a break, you can just play some music. You can play some music and then turn your audio off. And then you can come in. That way they don't pick up any extra type of music. It's as simple as that. It is very fun using this device here. Not only that, when you have the buttons, you can cut off everybody mic. You see where it's turning? You can cut off everybody mic. Not only that, when you hook this up to the computer, like when I do my calls, y'all see my calls, I can control that too. I can turn them off, or I can just leave it on, and then we can go from there. Like if I have somebody who come on, they don't mute their YouTube, right? I can hit the button. That's just how it is. I can hit the button and keep going on. It got this equalizer, and everything. It's very nice. Very nice. And it's so easy to use. Very easy. You say Plantronic products are on point, especially their headphones. Yes, Plantronic, I like it. I just took a chance on them. I was like, let me see. Let me see. Let me check this out. But this is all it takes right here. You can be in control of everything right here. I mean, just it's very, very nice. I mean, with the headphone, I'm going to do a review on this. I'm going to do a review. Y'all know how I am. I don't even take the tape off my stuff. Your screen right here, I think it's a little 3-inch or maybe a 2.5-inch screen. It's touch screen and all that. So you can do a lot with this. It's very, very nice, though. Very, very nice. So it's very, 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 very nice. Do anybody have any questions on YouTube or Plex? Anybody have any? This would be the time to ask it right now. She said, "They'll let me borrow that." Real, I would gladly let you borrow it. I know you gonna make sure. Real, I know you gonna be trying to hook up stuff to this bad boy that they don't even know that they can hook it up to. She said, "To see y'all." And, oh yeah, just in case I didn't tell you the price, this mixer is expensive. It is $600. It is $600. Some people gonna be like, "What the heck?" But for someone who want to start a podcast channel and you're gonna have all your cameras around, this is very, very nice. Now they got cheaper mixers, but again, this is basically the StreamYard. They gonna make it as easy as possible. Instead of you learning all them buttons and everything on a mixer, they made it as easy as possible. Search it. Search Rodecaster Pro and see what everybody is talking about. Cass say, do you think the NVIDIA Shield is the best client? Um, Me personally, it really comes down to personal preference, Kev. Some people love using their Shield for a Plex client. And when we say client, because Plex, I mean the NVIDIA Shield, you can use your NVIDIA Shield as a Plex server. It's up to you. It's personal preference. I wouldn't use it, but I do know others who use it, and they very, very successful. So it comes down to what works for you. You're gonna have somebody that tell you to get a NAS. You're gonna have somebody that tell you, oh, you can use your router. Some people gonna tell you to get a mini PC. Some people gonna tell you to get a laptop. Some people gonna tell you to, on you can. You just have to figure that out, Kev. There's a lot of ways you can actually, set up your Plex on. I had my Plex on my Shield, but every day or every other day, I kept coming down, and what I had to do is unplug my Shield and plug it in. I didn't have time for all of that. But then I got some people who say, no, I don't go through them problems. Yeah, my Plex is hooked up to my Shield, and that's it. And one thing about it, they get their content. And one thing about the Shield, you can open up the what is it called? You can open up and you can actually send files directly to your Shield. Let me go over here. Let me go to device preference. I think it's in system. How is this? Let me see. Let me see. What is that called, guys? Let me see. Is it in this? No, that's not it. Where is the mode where you can send? And I got a video on it. It got to be. Let me see about. Oh, it's not in about. Somebody, where you could use your PC to actually transfer. You can transfer over there. Let me see. Oh, it's called transfer files over local network. you can actually transfer files over a local network. Yep. So what's up, Tech Monkey? He said, is there a video setup I will be really interested. A video setup for what, Tech Monkey? What up, Retro? Say I use the Octoplex 9010. So 9010, that's my Plex server. Yeah, you can use that PC too. Yep, you can use that too. And so there is yeah, I think that's the PC right there too. That's a PC. But there's a way, and let me see if I can share, because this is how I used to set up my Shield. Nope. This is how I used to send information to my Shield. All right, I bullcrap you not. I used to go over to the settings, right? Remember, I'm in storage. So I go over to the settings, I go to device preference, and I go to storage. And what I used to do, I used to transfer files over my local network. So then when I go to my computer, my NVIDIA Shield is showing active on my local network. And so when you do it, I just send, you could create some folders and all of that. And you can send your files, your content, your media content over to your Shield, and you can watch it. That's another way you can do it. Like my wife, she'd be like, "Hey, can you send something? I want to watch this movie." A lot of times, what I would do, I would just go on here instead of me, because I use my Plex. All my information for my Plex is over here. Let me turn this off right quick. I do all my interaction with my Plex on this one. So when my wife actually calls and say, "Hey, can you send this? I want to watch this movie or film or something like that," I come over here and actually turn on the transfer files, and I send it directly to a folder. And I just go over there. I use ES File Explorer Pro, or you could use VLC, and you can actually go and get that content and watch it. It's very, very nice. Hey Dale, if I was to get a cloud service for my storage and use as external as a backup, would that be cool? Also, I have an external drive already, so if I get a cloud service, I mean, if you go the cloud way, it's nothing wrong with that. I would say definitely have you a backup, back your stuff up. And the reason why is there have been things in the past where cloud service has crashed, or somebody may have hated on you and reported you, and they took down they took down everything. They took down everything. They banned you. So always have a backup. There's nothing wrong with using a cloud service. Yes, you can do it. I never did it, but yes, you can do that. As long as you don't put it in the wrong hands, I think you'll be good to go. Because we've seen that movie before. We know someone personally that went through that issue. Say, can I use both to use for content on my Plex, or will I need to choose one? I think you can use both. Again, I never did cloud service, but I don't see why you can't use both. And the reason why is because you have people with multiple drives, like multiple external drives, and they have it hooked up. So I mean, that's just two sources that you go to Plex, and you have Plex point to the cloud service and point to the external drive and come from there. I don't see anything wrong with it. It's just that I can't give you any true feedback because I never tried it. But I know what you're talking about, though. Basically, two sources, and you pointing Plex to them to actually bring your content down. So yes, that's a great question, though. I'm quite sure you can, though. I'm almost positive you can. Make sure I ain't missing them. Don't forget to smack that thumbs up too if y'all came in late. DC say, yeah, that was my weakness. Yeah, the complete TV series. Yeah, if you is if it's not correctly structured, yeah, you're gonna have some problem. Huff, what up? Huff say Plex is like my baby, it just keep growing when you feed it. Absolutely, I agree with you. I agree. Alvarado, what up though? Say Costco has the 8 TB for 140. Sometimes you can get them even lower than that. D in the building. What up, D? Make sure it's 930. What up, Tony Tone? What's good? What's good? Also, guys, I got another gadget here before I get up out of here. Hopefully you can see it. Y'all see that? Y'all the first ones. Unless you've been on the DST Facebook group. Yes, I haven't opened it yet because I was very, 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 very busy early morning this afternoon. All right. So this is the new one right here. I haven't, like I said, I haven't played with it. But I think I'm going to mess with it tonight. If not tonight, I'll be messing with it tomorrow. Let me open it up though before I get up out of here, just so y'all can see it. This might be my go-to. Y'all see how I be just tossing stuff. That's why my desk, man, it be getting tore up down here. Let's see. I'm always looking for ways. Sometimes you have to think outside the box to get where you need to be. All right. Matter of fact, let me do it like this. Let me scoot that back. Let me scoot that back. Let me move that up. Let me take my little notes paper. Let me move that to the side. That way y'all see it firsthand. All right. Y'all gonna see it firsthand from the overhead. How about that before I get up out of here? All right. Let's do this. Let me change the camera. I think it's this one. This the overhead. Yep. Let's do it. Let me move this over here somewhere. Y'all see, man. So hopefully y'all can see it. Look at that presentation. That presentation is nice. All right. This must be some type of this is probably a manual or something like that. Yeah. So this is a manual, as you see. I may need it. I may not. We'll find that out. But I just wanted to get into the device itself. And this device right here allows you, look at that. You see that right there? Let me, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Do that say HDMI in and out? Let me turn it around. Do that say HDMI in and out? Do that say that? Do it have a USB on the back? All right. So, oh shoot. So we're gonna do some things. Also, it has let me try this one right here. So also, as you see, it got the SD card slot, a USB slot. Uh-oh, that USB slot might be for recording. Uh-oh. 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 And here's the key right there. Focus, baby. That's why I got the DS. Sucker don't want to focus, man. That's the only thing. That's why I end up getting a mirrorless camera. Because sometimes these cameras don't want to act right. Just know it says HDMI in and out. Let's just say that. It does say that, just in case. But yeah. You already know where I'm going with it. I bet you it'll show it on this one. All right, let me get it off of me. There you go. HDMI in, out. Uh-oh. 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 So, you know, I think I'm going to use it tonight. I think I'm going to play with it tonight. Tonight's the night. Tonight's the night. So I'm definitely going to do that. I'm going to test out where we at. I don't want to open up a new one because I know I got another one somewhere around here. I know I do. Did I put it on this side? Oh, there we go. There, I knew what you had in from me for. All right. You know I don't be playing around. All right. Uh-oh. Oh, I might have to use. I might have to use the extension. Might have to use the extension. It's gonna be tight. Yeah, I might have to use the extension for this one, y'all. Cause this what's the name is too big. It's too wide. All right, so I'm gonna have to get the extension for this because it's gonna be all on the other side and everything. Uh-oh. Could this be? Could this be? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let me tell you. Could this be? Straight off. On time. And it got scheduled time. So if you want to schedule it to record for like 2 hours, you can do that in there. Yeah. Yeah. What's up, Jose? Say, Dale, what do you think about my Bucks tomorrow? Hey, Jose, if you watch me, you know I'm a Tom Brady fan because he went to Michigan. He is the GOAT. Just like Nick Saban. See, we all got ties. You know, we all got ties. So absolutely. But it's gonna be a tough one because I like Andy Reid and I like Mahomes too. I like him. This will be interesting, I'll tell you that. This is going to be very, very, very interesting. Yep, this is going to be very, very, very interesting. Yep, very, very, very interesting. So we definitely going to yeah, we definitely you own them show enough. So it's going to be interesting. Yeah, it's going to be very, very, very interesting. I'm rooting for Tom because he is the GOAT, Michigan ties. But I do like Andy Reid too, man. I'm a big fan of Andy Reid. I'm glad he finally got over the hump last year. But that Mahomes, it's gonna be interesting. That offense of Kansas City is just awesome. So I don't know. I might even do a special Super Bowl episode tomorrow, along with talking about this device. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. So I'm about to have some fun with this device right here. I'm gonna give y'all some more details shortly. I'm gonna do some recording, and yes, this is a recorder. You just have to have a flash drive or external drive, and you should be good to go. All right, so I'm gonna check it out. It records 10 up to 1080p. I want to say, I think 60 frames per second. So it is what it is. But let me test this bad boy out because we might be able to add this to our tool bag. So I know we got capture devices. I know a lot of people use capture devices, and that's cool. But for my again, I always look for the less tech savvy. And one thing, let me tell you, is always going to cost a little bit more when they make it convenient for you. All right. When they make something convenient for you, it's going to cost more. All right. Just like this mixer, they made it a lot easier for anyone, just to modify and have fun right out the box. So anything that's easy is going to cost a little bit more. All right. So that's just the name of the game. All right. With that being said, guys, he said home field advantage. I feel you on that too. I feel you on that one. Hey, the GOAT. I don't know. I don't know. hey, LJ, you see how he went and made made another page? Tell him to go and make another one. Tell him to make another one. But he's gonna have to wait to another day to try it again. So everyone, I appreciate your love. I appreciate the donations. Y'all show love again. Again, make sure you have that notification. Go over there if you not getting the notifications. Go over there, turn it off, turn it on. Make sure you click all. So whenever I set up a show, you get the notification. That way you don't miss, because you never know what we may talk about when you come on Dale's show. So another possible game changer coming. We're going to see how it is and go from there. Big salute to everyone. I love y'all. Y'all be safe. And look, before I go, how do I want to say this? Everything is avoidable, right? When it comes to accidents, everything is avoidable. Sometimes listen, we don't have to fight or prove our status of a man every time we out in this world. Sometimes it's good to turn the other cheek. Sometimes it's just good, because if you don't, you can see things that happened that transpired the other day where a man got irate, got the gun, shot him, go back in to get the rifle, and kill him. So you're not less of a man if you don't engage in it. I don't engage in battles. Only time when I have to, if I got to protect myself. Other than that, I don't have time for it. People can talk, but you just never know what that other person is thinking about. And It's okay. You're not less of a man. But when it comes to protecting yourself, of course, do it. You know. But ladies, ladies, it's a different time and era. Okay, there's a different time and era. There used to be respect for women, young girls, and children. In today's society, those are out the door. All right, those are out the door. So be careful, ladies. There's been a lot of violence against ladies as of late. Within the last 5 years, I never saw so many women getting becoming deceased or injured very, 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 very bad. You know, uh, watch where you're going, ladies. Trust me. If you're going to a party store like what happened in New York, if you see, you know, six guys loitering in front of the store, go to another store, please. Okay, just go to another store. Get up out of there. You don't have to show how tough you are either. Okay, sometimes it's all about decisions. And what decisions can get you not to see the next day, not to see your children again, or not to be able to take care of your children again. All right, all because of one knucklehead. All right, so it's good to turn the other cheek. With that being said, guys, Superdell, I'm getting up out of here. Salute. I'm out. I'll talk to y'all. I'm going to watch a little bit of UFC. Play with this. Hey, we out, guys. Y'all be safe. Go Andy Reid. Go Tom Brady. I salute both of them. I just hope it's a good game. Out. Hey.